What's up, guys? TheDeadReviewer here. I just wanted to bring another quick video to my channel, something new to my channel. I've been trying to figure out what, and in my research I found a very touchy subject, but a very good topic. Now, I've been trying to find topics, instead of just your usual DVD reviews, top 10s, and one thing that I came upon in my travels of finding a new topic was movies that you may or may not know are actually remakes. Iconic movies that people know and love, and they may think are the original movies. Now, these are totally open to debate, but I just wanted to just start something new on my channel. I think it would be interesting if you guys put your input in on this. Let me know what you think, but here we go. First up is House of Wax from 1953. Now, a lot of people know of the remake that came in the 2000s with Paris Hilton, a really good, notable remake. Besides Paris Hilton, it was a really good story, a really good remake in my opinion. A lot of people do not know that the original House of Wax 1953 is actually a remake of Mystery at the Wax Museum from 1933. Now, I don't really know too much about the House of Wax movies besides the remake. I'm not all that big into 50s thriller mysteries and all that. But this one is open for debate because from my research I find that these two movies really do mirror themselves a lot. So that's that one. Now, this one is going to be really touchy along with the rest of them. Alien, in my research, I have found out that is, in fact, not so much a remake, but a heavily inspired by movie. Now, the movie that Alien is inspired by is It the Terror Beyond Space. It came out a while ago, in the 50s, I believe. I believe it came out in 1958. It the Terror Beyond Space is about these people who go to Mars. It's our first mission to Mars, and they find an alien on the planet that inhabits the ship. It hides itself in the ship, and it picks off people one by one. Now, you could say, oh yeah, well, The Thing, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of what happens in the original The Thing from another planet, I believe it is, or a world, I don't know. You could also say that, oh well, if you're going to say that that's a remake of that, then you can also say it's a remake of that. True, but I think that there are too many similarities between these movies to say that it was not, in fact, inspired by it, at least, if not a remake. This one is going to be up to debate like crazy. So, okay, guys, the next one is The Wizard of Oz. Yes, the Judy Garland Wizard of Oz, the most famous Wizard of Oz that we all know and love. Now, I'm going to start off by saying this. The Wizard of Oz that we know is based off of a book which was published and released in 1900. Now, ever since its release in 1900 all the way up to today, there has been over 20 versions, or over, I'm sorry, I'm going to correct myself, over 10 versions of The Wizard of Oz. Now, its most, I don't want to say the most famous one, because obviously the most famous one is the one with Judy Garland, but the most notable one before that one is the 1975 film, The Wizard of Oz, which the director actually played in. Now, there have been, ever since 1900, there have been silent films on The Wizard of Oz that haven't gotten any publicity, and the 1925 one is actually what inspired them to make the actual Wizard of Oz. You know what I mean? So, that's a really good one. The Wizard of Oz, actually a remake. Kind of a remake, but let me know what you guys think. Next up is Star Wars. Yes, George Lucas's Star Wars from the 70s, the original one. This is not so much a remake, but it's a loose idea created and centered around another movie that came out, which is called Hidden Fortress. That one came out in 1958. The movie is about these people who are set sort of in the future. It's a movie about these people go to this place to hunt for gold, and they end up escorting these two people with them that they find out are the princess and the general of something really big. Now, you can see some similarities there between that and Star Wars, but people are going to say that this is not a remake, which I don't think that it is. I think that the storyline behind it had something to do with Star Wars. They just took the situation in Hidden Fortress and made it into something huge so that you wouldn't really see the similarities in it. Now, Star Wars is always going to be a classic. Not a lot of people know about Hidden Fortress, so people are going to be like, oh, that's not a remake, it wasn't inspired by... Hey, look, I'm not saying that it's a full-on remake like Friday the 13th is, or like The Fly is, or even John Carpenter's The Thing. All I'm saying is that this movie, Hidden Fortress, had something, I believe, to do with the idea behind Star Wars. That being said, let me know what you think. Last but definitely not least, this one is Wes Craven's Last House on the Left from 1972. Now, this one I have a lot of information on, so I'm going to be going in and out of frame now. See? So, this one is not only a remake, but it is a remake of a highly controversial Swedish art house type of film. Now, I apologize, but I must go to my research. Now, the director Ingmar Bergman directed The Virgin Springs in 1960, and that is the story about a medieval Christian who grapples with his faith after violently avenging the rape and murder of his daughter. Now, this movie just like Last House on the Left is controversially graphic and one of the most controversial films in Sweden's history. And this one actually won awards. Now, to say that this is a remake, I don't know. Highly inspired Wes Craven to make The Last House on the Left. Now, a lot of people are going to argue with me on this one too. Again, I don't necessarily believe that these are remakes, but after reading and after doing research, it does make sense to say that some of these movies were in fact inspired by movies that came before it. Some of them are little indie films, some of them are just films that people don't really know a lot because of how big the original is, like Alien compared to It the Terror Beyond Space. It's so loosely based off of that people don't really put two and two together, because It the Terror Beyond Space is a really popular movie between science fiction buffs, as well as Alien. To give you guys a little video on a brand new subject. Let me know what you guys think about everything that I said in this video. Should I do more? Because there are a slew of them. I just wanted to make this one interesting by putting really big titles out there. So, let me know what you guys think. Comment below, subscribe, like, dislike if you like, or dislike if you dislike, whatever. Let me know what you guys think about what I said. If you agree, disagree, comments are appreciated anytime. Bash me if you want. I don't care. This is just what I read and what I do believe. So, let me know what you guys think. I'll be back soon to do another video. Bye.